All right, Sagittarius listeners, are you ready for a deep dive into your love life?
I am ready.
This week, we are going to be switching things up a little bit, just for Sagittarius, for the week of December 2024.
Nice.
Now, I know tarot might not be like your typical go-to source.
Yeah, not everyone's cup of tea.
But we're going to be focusing on like potential energies and themes.
Right.
Not necessarily like a set-in-stone prediction.
Okay.
But we're going to be looking at cards like the Knight of Cups, the King of Wands, even like the Lovers and the Ace of Cups.
Oh, wow. Sounds juicy.
So let's just see what the cards have to say for you this week in love.
All right, well, jumping right in, what's interesting is the reading hints at someone having a major crush on you.
Oh, really? So like a secret admirer situation going on?
Yeah, exactly. Like the Knight of Cups is all about romance sweetness, those butterflies in your stomach feelings.
Oh.
The reader even specifically mentioned good morning texts.
Oh, my God.
Imagine waking up to that.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
But is it all like sunshine and roses, or is there like more to it?
Well, it's interesting because alongside the Knight of Cups, there was this imagery of a chess game. So it kind of suggests that there might be a little bit of a cat and mouse dynamic going on.
Okay, interesting.
You know, maybe this person is playing it cool, not wanting to reveal all their feelings just yet.
This is a little bit more like playful.
Yeah, like a little dance, you know, seeing who makes the first move.
Okay, yeah, like a little bit more mystery. That's always fun.
Yeah. Does that resonate with you at all?
Maybe a little bit, yeah. I can definitely see how that would be kind of intriguing for a Sagittarius.
Right.
So who is this mysterious person?
Well, the reading points to the King of Wands.
Okay, the King of Wands.
So picture someone confident, charismatic, a real go-getter.
Okay, so they know what they want.
Yes, and it seems like they have set their sights on you.
Right. Confident and charming. I'm officially intrigued.
Yeah.
What else did the reader say about this person?
Well, they describe this person as very attractive and someone who knows how to use their charm strategically.
They know how to work it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so this is getting good.
Yeah.
But how does this all translate into actual communication?
Right.
Are we talking love letters, grand gestures, carrier pigeons? What's going on?
Get ready for some fast-paced conversations.
Oh.
Because the Knight of Swords popped up.
Ooh, the Knight of Swords.
Which is all about very direct communication.
Oh.
Imagine it like this, the Knights in Tarot are all about action.
Okay.
And the Knight of Swords is like having that energy, but with a Gemini.
I see.
Ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication.
Oh, so no beating around the bush with this person.
Probably not. They're probably very expressive about their feelings and their intentions.
Oh, good.
You'll know exactly where you stand. No mixed signals here.
Awesome. I love that.
Yeah. Now, what about you, Sagittarius?
Yes. What about me?
How are you feeling amidst all of this attention?
Yeah, that's like the most important part, right?
Right.
What do the cards say about how the listener is feeling about all this?
Well, the Page of Swords emerged.
Okay, the Page of Swords.
Suggesting a sense of cautious curiosity.
Okay, I see.
So you're definitely intrigued, but you're not diving in head first.
They got to gather the information.
Exactly. It makes sense. You want more information before making any decisions.
Right. I'm not one to just like jump into things blindly.
Exactly. Think of the Page of Swords as a student eager to learn, but not quite an expert yet.
Okay, I like that.
So you're asking questions, figuring out if this is something you truly want to pursue.
So it's all about just like taking my time, seeing how things unfold.
Yeah.
But with all this talk about fast-moving communication, Gemini energy,
Right.
is there a chance for things to get a little messy, especially with Mercury Retrograde coming up?
That's a great point.
I mean...
The reader did specifically mention Mercury Retrograde.
Oh, no.
And with all this Gemini energy swirling around, clear communication is going to be absolutely key.
Yeah, so what exactly should like the listener be mindful of during Mercury Retrograde?
It's not about being paranoid.
Yeah.
But just being a little extra mindful.
Okay.
You know, double check those texts before hitting send.
Yes.
Make sure you're really listening, understanding what the other person is saying, and maybe avoid making any huge decisions until things are a little less astrologically chaotic.
Oh, that's great advice.
Yeah.
Okay, so were there any specific challenges highlighted in the reading that like the listener should be aware of?
Interestingly, the Ace of Wands showed up in the challenge position.
Oh, the Ace of Wands.
Now, the Ace of Wands usually represents new beginnings, passion-taking initiative.
Right.
But in this context, it suggests that keeping the initial spark alive might require some effort.
Okay.
You know, you might need to be proactive in nurturing this connection.
I see.
especially given your Sagittarius nature always seeking adventure and excitement.
Yeah, we don't want to get bored.
Exactly.
Right.
So don't just sit back and wait for things to happen.
Or the Rams.
Yes.
Got it.
And that brings us to the overall outcome for the week.
Okay, drum roll, please.
What can our listener expect as these energies play out?
Yes.
The Two of Swords appeared.
Okay, the Two of Swords.
Which points to a week of weighing your options and gathering information. You might feel a bit indecisive, and that's perfectly okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's like wearing a blindfold to sharpen your other senses.
Okay.
By blocking out external noise and opinions, you can really tap into your intuition and gain clarity.
So it's less about making like a big decision this week and more about figuring out what I truly want.
Yeah, and the Two of Swords is all about seeking peace, right? So you're prioritizing your own peace of mind above all else.
That's so important.
Yeah.
Making sure you're making choices that lead to stability and harmony.
Exactly.
Okay, so we left off with this idea that you might need to take some time to really figure out what you want this week, Sagittarius.
Right. Lots to consider.
But let's go back to this King of Wands who's clearly smitten with you.
Yeah, he's definitely got it bad.
The reading suggested they might have initially downplayed their feelings or even tried to hide them. Why would they do that?
I think it's that classic case of playing it cool, you know?
Right.
Maybe they were afraid of rejection, or maybe they were trying to convince themselves they weren't as into you as they actually are.
Oh, so those feelings are bubbling up to the surface now.
Yeah, exactly. And the cards are revealing a lot about what's going on beneath the surface.
Okay, so let's dive into those hidden feelings.
All right.
What did the cards reveal?
Well, the reader pulled some clarifying cards to get a deeper understanding of their true emotions.
Okay.
And guess what?
What?
The Fool card popped up.
The Fool card, isn't that like the card of new beginnings, taking a leap of faith?
Exactly. It's about embracing the unknown, following your heart, even if it means stepping outside of your comfort zone.
So is this person ready to just throw caution to the wind and just go for it when it comes to you?
It's definitely a possibility. The Fool is all about trusting your instincts, and it seems like their instincts are screaming, go for it when it comes to you.
That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
But we also talked about how this King of Wands might be having some regrets about not expressing their feelings sooner.
Right.
Did any other cards confirm that?
Yes. The Five of Cups also made an appearance.
The Five of Cups.
And this card often represents feelings of disappointment, regret, maybe even a sense of loss.
So it's like they're looking back and thinking, what if I had taken a chance?
Exactly.
What if I had been more honest about my feelings?
Yeah, it's the shoulda, woulda, coulda moments that we all have sometimes.
Totally.
Right.
Okay, so we've got this interesting mix of the Fool energy, wanting to take a leap of faith, and the Five of Cups suggesting some regrets about the past.
Right, a little bit of both.
But what about their intentions moving forward? What do the cards say about how they plan to approach you this week?
Well, the Nine of Pentacles came up.
Okay. The Nine of Pentacles.
Which is a card often associated with self-sufficiency, independence, and enjoying the fruits of your labor.
So they've got their life together.
They certainly seem to, it suggests they've been focusing on themselves, building a stable foundation, and now they're ready to share that stability with someone special.
Someone like me.
Someone like you, exactly.
Okay, so they're not coming into this empty-handed. That's definitely a good sign.
Right.
What else did the cards reveal about their intentions?
Well, remember all that talk about direct communication?
Yeah.
The Ace of Swords popped up as well.
Oh, the Ace of Swords.
Reinforcing that theme. It represents clarity, breakthroughs, new perspectives. So they're ready to cut through the confusion, be upfront about their feelings, and let you know exactly where they stand.
So no more mixed signals.
It seems that way.
They're going to be straight with me.
Yeah. And speaking of long-term potential, the Seven of Pentacles also appeared.
Isn't that the card of investments? Putting in the work to make something grow?
Exactly. This person is looking beyond just the initial spark. They see the potential for something lasting and meaningful with you, Sagittarius.
Wow.
And they're not afraid to put in the effort to make it blossom.
So they're thinking about the future, about building something real.
Yeah, they're in it for the long haul.
That's really good to know. But what about me?
Right.
We've talked a lot about how this other person is feeling.
Of course.
But how do I feel about all of this?
Well, the reader pulled some very interesting cards to get a clearer picture of your emotions.
Ooh, okay.
The first one that jumped out was the World card.
Your World card, isn't that a really positive card?
It is. It often represents a sense of wholeness, accomplishment, reaching your full potential.
Okay, I like it.
It suggests you're coming into this from a place of strength and self-awareness. You know what you want in life, and you're not willing to compromise your happiness.
Not settling for anything less than I deserve.
Right.
I love that.
Right.
What other cards shed light on how I'm feeling about this potential connection?
The Two of Wands appeared as well,
Okay.
which is a card of planning, making decisions, exploring different paths.
Yeah.
It seems like you're carefully weighing your options, thinking about the possibilities, and feeling excited about what the future holds.
Yeah. I'm not rushing into anything.
Right. You're taking your time being strategic.
Exactly.
And the Eight of Pentacles also showed up,
Okay.
reinforcing this theme of putting in the work, focusing on your long-term goals, and not letting anyone distract you from your path.
I'm looking for someone who adds value to my life,
Yes,
who supports my dreams, and who's in it for the long haul.
exactly. You're not interested in fleeting romances or superficial connections.
No.
You want something real, something substantial, and the cards suggest you have every right to be discerning.
I love that.
Mm.
Now let's go back to the overall outcome for the week.
Okay.
The Two of Swords suggested taking time to make decisions.
Right.
Did any of the clarifying cards add more insight into that energy?
Absolutely. The Four of Swords popped up.
Okay, the Four of Swords.
Which emphasizes the importance of rest, reflection, and taking time for yourself.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not just about gathering information externally, but also about tuning into your own inner wisdom.
Sometimes the best decisions are made when you step back from all the noise and just listen to your intuition.
Exactly. And remember, the reader also mentioned that you might feel a strong urge to sleep on it before making any major decisions.
Yeah, don't feel pressured to rush into anything.
Right. Take your time, trust your gut.
Okay.
And of course, the Nine of Pentacles reappeared.
Oh, the Nine of Pentacles again.
Emphasizing your desire for stability and making sure that any choices you make align with your long-term vision for your life.
I'm playing the long game here.
Yes, you are.
No impulsive decisions.
And there's one more card that I want to mention,
Okay.
which is the Ace of Wands.
The Ace of Wands.
Okay. This card suggests that even though you're prioritizing stability and clarity, you still want that spark of passion and excitement in a relationship.
So it's about finding that sweet spot.
Yes.
A relationship that feels safe and secure, but also exciting and inspiring.
You're not willing to settle for a relationship that's all logic and no magic.
I need both.
Yes.
This is so insightful.
Good.
Now, before we move on to part 3, where we'll dive into those final messages and advice from the reading, were there any other cards that shed light on the overall energy of this week?
Yes. The reader pulled a few additional cards that reveal some interesting dynamics at play.
Ooh, okay.
The Emperor card showed up,
Okay, the Emperor.
which represents structure, authority, and taking control of your life.
Taking charge. I like that energy.
Yeah.
What's the significance of that card in this reading?
It suggests that you're in a position of power right now, Sagittarius.
Okay.
You're calling the shots, setting the boundaries, and making choices that empower you. You're not letting anyone dictate your path or pressure you into doing anything that doesn't feel right.
I am in the driver's seat.
Exactly. And right next to the Emperor card was the Tower card.
The Tower card, isn't that the card of sudden change and upheaval?
It can definitely represent those things.
That sounds a little intense.
It can be, but remember, change isn't always negative.
Right.
Sometimes we need those shakeups to break free from old patterns and create space for something new and amazing to emerge.
So how might the Tower play out in, the listener's life this week?
It could manifest as a sudden realization, a shift in perspective, or an unexpected event that challenges your current way of thinking.
Okay.
It might feel a little chaotic at first, but ultimately it's about breaking free from limitations and embracing new possibilities.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Were there any other notable cards from this final set?
Yes, remember the Knight of Cups,
Yes.
representing this potential love interest and their feelings for you?
Yes.
Well, the reader pulled one final clarifying card for the Knight of Cups.
Good.
And it was a major arcana card.
Ooh, which one?
The Death card.
What was the Death card again? Okay. I need you to break this down for me. What's the connection between the Death card and the Knight of Cups in this context?
It suggests this person is undergoing a profound transformation.
Particularly regarding their love life and how they view. You remember the Death card doesn't literally mean physical death.
Right.
It's symbolic of endings and transformations.
So they're not the same person they were before something has fundamentally shifted within them.
Exactly. They're shedding old beliefs, old patterns, old ways of relating that no longer serve them, and they're ready to embrace a new way of being, a new way of loving.
And the reader also mentioned that this transformation is specifically related to how they see me.
Yes, their feelings have evolved, and they're seeing you in a whole new light.
This is getting really interesting.
I know, right?
I can't wait to find out what that means in part 3. We'll explore those evolved feelings and unpack the final messages and advice from the reading. Stay tuned, Sagittarius, because things are about to get even more fascinating. All right, Sagittarius, we're back for the final part of our deep dive into your love life this week.
Yes, we are.
We left off with this major transformation happening for your King of Wands admirer.
They're seeing you in a whole new light, and it seems like their feelings have deepened even more.
They really have.
Well, what can you tell us about these evolved feelings?
While the reader pulled the Lover's card.
Ooh, the Lover's card.
Right alongside the Death card when talking about how this person sees you now.
Wow, that's a pretty powerful combination.
It is.
What's it all mean?
Well, it suggests that this connection goes beyond just a simple crush.
Right.
There's a recognition that this could be something much deeper, more meaningful.
Deeper, more meaningful. Okay.
The reader even mentioned feeling a strong soulmate energy between you two.
Soulmate energy.
Yeah.
That's pretty intense.
It is. And remember, the Ace of Cups also showed up earlier in the reading.
Right.
That's pure love, emotional fulfillment, a true heart connection.
So this isn't just a fleeting infatuation.
No.
This King of Wands is feeling some serious heart-fluttering emotions.
It seems that way. The reader even mentioned sensing a strong empathic connection between you two.
Oh, wow.
You just get each other on a deep level, intuitively.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
But even with all this intensity, I imagine it's still important for our listener to stay grounded.
Of course.
And make sure this aligns with what they truly want.
Absolutely. You are in a strong position, Sagittarius. You get to choose what feels right for you. You don't have to settle for anything less than you deserve.
Right. It's all about knowing your worth.
Exactly.
Speaking of deserving the best, what about my feelings for this King of Wands?
Oh, that's a good question.
Any insights there?
Yes. The reader pulled the Ten of Pentacles when talking about your feelings.
The Ten of Pentacles, that's about long-term happiness, building a legacy, right?
Exactly. It suggests you're looking for a partner who fits into that vision, someone who can be a true teammate in creating the life of your dreams.
So it's about more than just romance. It's about building a life together, finding someone who shares my values and aspirations.
Precisely. And the reader picked up on your strong sense of self-worth. You're not willing to settle for anything less than what you deserve.
I love that.
Which is incredible.
Knowing your worth is key.
It really is.
Yeah, to attracting the right relationships.
Absolutely. And speaking of attracting what you desire, the Seven of Pentacles appeared when the reader asked about the King of Wands' intentions towards you.
Okay, the Seven of Pentacles, that's about patience, perseverance, those long-term investments.
Exactly. This person is in it for the long haul. They see the potential for something truly special with you, and they're willing to put in the effort to make it grow.
This is getting really interesting.
It is.
So they're serious about me, and I'm looking for someone who's committed to building something lasting. There's a lot of alignment here, but where do we go from here? What does the week ahead look like?
Well, remember that the Two of Swords suggests taking your time to make decisions.
Right.
When the reader dug a little deeper into that energy, the Nine of Pentacles appeared again.
The Nine of Pentacles again. So it could be a week of focusing on myself, my goals, making sure I'm on the right track.
Exactly. It doesn't necessarily mean closing yourself off to this King of Wands. It's more about taking a step back, gaining clarity, and making sure any choices align with your highest good.
So honoring my own needs first and foremost.
Yes, and remember that Ace of Wands is still in the mix.
Right.
You want a relationship with passion, excitement, that spark.
Okay.
It's about finding that balance between practicality and following your heart.
Finding a partner who can meet me on all levels.
Yes.
This has been such a fascinating deep dive.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Any final words of wisdom for our listener as they navigate this week's energy?
Remember that Wheel of Fortune we discussed?
Yeah.
Life is full of twists and turns this week. Could be a turning point for you. Sagittarius, trust your intuition, weigh your options carefully, and choose the path that feels most aligned with your heart. You have the power to create the love story you desire.
Beautifully said so. Sagittarius, as you step into this week, remember that the choice is yours. What direction will you spin the Wheel of Fortune?
That's a great question.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into your love life.